Subramanian Swamy
can be used.
Subramanian Swamy, Gaurav coming to you.
Cannot be given
One minute. Okay, so you're again. See, Subramanian Swamy, Gaurav, I'm coming to you. Please, I'm sorry for the delay. Subramanian Swamy, if you look at the line of argument tonight, I'm sorry, I don't want to claim any authorship, but this line of argument is exactly what I asked you yesterday. That AJL is a public limited company. You have to look into its old associations with the Congress party. It was floated by Congress leaders with a public donation during the Indian freedom struggle. So they said this is not the political activity.
The law is very clear. Tulsi is a genius of a lawyer, and he can make black look white, white look black. That's his strength, and I respect him. But he is totally at sea on this. The fact is that Hindustan Times was also founded by Congress people, and it's still dominated by Congress people, and it's still perceived as a mouthpiece of the Congress party.
That's not.
But it is not Congress party.
I don't want to get into that.
No,
let's not. I don't want to hear on this platform talk about other media organizations. That's all. Yeah, thank you.
Well, you are talking about National Herald. That is another media organization.
Can we come back to the subject? Yes.
By this transaction, I'm coming back. I am in the subject. You are getting out of the subject. I am telling you that National Herald is its last rites have been performed by Young Indian. They have acquired this company and made it very clear. Mr. Rahul Gandhi has told the PTI on October 9th, I've got a copy of the statement here with me, that we will not publish any newspapers. Furthermore, I have got the photographs of Mr. Krishna inaugurating the office of Passport Seva Kendra in that building. A number of multinationals have signed up. That building which was given, the area, the land which was given because it was a newspaper, is now being used for commercial purposes. Section 25 company is different from a trust, is different from a non-profit organization, the Societies Act. It is a company. It's under the company law.
So here's the question.
They can sell shares, they can buy shares, they can buy buildings, sell buildings. But in this case, where Jawaharlal Nehru once said, not once, 3 times, that I will sell Anand Bhavan, but I will not sell National Herald. Now, they have extinguished National Herald. Large number of employees are before the labour courts asking for their back salary.
So here,
and what happens to all of them?
Here the question tonight, Gaurav Bhatia.
Breakdown.
Gaurav Bhatia, I don't know which side you're on tonight. Well, the question here is, one second, that Rahul and Sonia Gandhi acquired AJL through Young Indian, where both of them hold 38% shares each, right? And thus, all of AJL properties as well. The property which was rented, which he's talking about tonight, Dr. Swamy, was rented to the Ministry of External Affairs and runs a Passport Seva Kendra allegedly by Young Indian, which was originally allocated by the government for the publication of 2 newspapers. Does this not prove, Gaurav Bhatia, that the motive to acquire AJL was not for reviving Jawaharlal Nehru's newspaper, but to acquire its property and make money by renting it out, which defeats the purpose under which you are called a Section 25 company in the first place? Gaurav Bhatia, your response, if any, to Subramanian Swamy tonight.
Right. Arnab, there are a few violations that I would like to point out since you were talking about the legal aspect. First and foremost, the political parties are registered under the Representation of People's Act. Congress party, being a party which has been registered under the Act, should not dwell into such profit-making activity. And why I say this? Because the donations that Congress party was receiving were for political purposes, whereas now they have invested. They gave a loan of 90 crores to the Herald Group, and this was for a non-political purpose. So this itself should be looked into by the Election Commission. Second, as you pointed out, that after the Herald Group was acquired by the Young Indians, it is a company registered under Section 25. So they can only take up charitable causes. And if they are renting out premises for commercial purpose, then that itself is an illegality. More than that, there is a question of propriety. The question of propriety is this, that we are talking about leaders which enjoy national stature.
Yes.
Certain allegations have been made. They should come forward and clear the air. If they have not done anything wrong, prima facie,
isn't the Samajwadi Party with the Congress at the center? Or does the issue of propriety change when it comes to political support?
Arnab, law is the same for everyone.
No, law cannot be distinguished from propriety. Are you telling me tonight that law exists in a vacuum? That law can exist in a vacuum where propriety does not enter?
That the rule... Arnab, I am telling you that the rule of law should prevail.
I am asking you whether the rule of... I am asking you, Gaurav, tonight whether the rule of law coincides with the rule of political convenience or whether both can exist at cross purposes. Answer me straightforwardly tonight. Because political convenience is for you to say this on television, but go back and say, don't worry,
I will answer.
Yes.
Arnab, sometimes your questions are longer than my answers. If you permit me to speak, I'll definitely like to answer you.
Please go.
When I was coming on your show, when I was coming on your show, I was asked to give a legal opinion. That is what I am trying to do. I would not like to comment on the political side, but then yes, I would like to make it clear
dodging it.
Yes, there are certain allegations that have been made. Those are very serious allegations. If there is any clarification that is available to these two leaders, they should come forward.
You're getting a rebut from the BJP.
Answerable to the nation.
The BJP is rebutting you, and I don't know how legal or political that will be. Siddharth, go on.
No, I can't be legal, but certainly I think the Samajwadi Party, they need to take a position, and they need to take a straight position, what they feel about what the things which has come in the public domain. I don't know whether they will be open and they will criticize the government or even ask the Congress that why don't you come and face the media trial and at least subject yourself for inquiry. I don't see any of these things happening.
What is a media trial?
Well, media trial in the sense...
What is a media trial?
Well, Arnab, media trial is to an extent... Well, don't take it in another sense, but media trial is there that when, political parties are questioned, their spokespersons or the person who is being questioned is open to the media and answers those questions.
No, but
so
you see, now that you pulled me into this argument, the word media trial was used by the BJP last week in the context of Mr. Gadkari. Mr. Gadkari said that all the media is after me and things like that. That was called a media trial. The media's job is to ask questions.
Can I answer?
Yeah, my question is, because
fair enough. Your job is to ask questions.
Siddharth, Rahul Gandhi will say, why doesn't Nitin Gadkari give specific answers first?
Arnab, I am not here to get into a debate with you because we are debating a very specific charges on the Congress party and their morality and the propriety. But however, let me say also here, since you have raised that, is last week we were being questioned and sometimes many anchors had said, don't make a virtue of BJP saying we are subjecting ourselves to a inquiry. But now see the difference. And I would like to highlight this difference. Look, we did subject ourselves to the trial. But what about the Congress party? What about their entire family, the Gandhi family? Why have they not come forward in the front of the media and answer the questions straight?
I want to go back to the technicality.
Why are they shying away from the inquiry?
No, I have a few specific questions. Now, 1 minute. Let's not go away. Let's not. We want to remain focused.
I want to highlight.
No, I said, I promised to the Newshour viewer tonight, I will try as hard as possible to be specific. I want to go back on specifics. My question is back to KTS Tulsi. Now let's go back to what we were talking about. Young Indian is registered under Section 25 as of the Companies Act. Therefore, it is a not-for-profit company. By renting out its property to MEA, the company is making substantial amounts of money. Section 25 states, KTS Tulsi, profits from that company need to be reinvested into the operations of the company, as per the papers which I have. Can Young India prove that they did not violate Section 25 of the Companies Act? Because then it has to prove that all the money that has been made has been reinvested into the operations of the company. This is a very specific question, which also emerges.
You're absolutely right. you know, so, till now, Dr. Swamy has not said that the profits received from the rentals have been applied for other purposes. That is not even the scope of his allegation. His allegation is that the properties have been rented. If the properties, all the charitable organizations in Delhi and in the country are allowed to rent part of their properties to be able to fund the charitable activities. Otherwise, charitable activities can't be funded.
Dr. Swamy, we are subsidizing charitable activities by by renting out a part of the premises. Suppose Young Indian says that in order to resurrect the company, we are commercially exploiting a part of the company. Part of the premises.
You have missed the point. You have missed the point. That premise was meant for running a newspaper. That particular plot along the Bahadur Shah Zafar Marg was meant only for newspapers. And here is a company where Jawaharlal Nehru had said, I will sell Anand Bhavan, but I will not sell National Herald. They are performing the last rites of that very newspaper and using that building for anything but the newspaper. Because Mr. Rahul Gandhi has gone on record saying we will not bring out a newspaper.
KTS Tulsi, I want to go to another.
They have sounded a death warrant of National Herald, and therefore government should take back that property.
Okay, Mr. Tulsi, yeah.
Now, Dr. Swamy is adding to his allegations. His allegations as originally published in the press
it's there in my written statement.
Arnab, there is.
I have your written statement,
a very important question.
I have all the allegations. All I would like to say is that the company has just been acquired. Their liabilities are being taken care of. Liabilities are being discharged. Once the liabilities are discharged, then only the company will be in a position
to follow-up question. A follow-up question.
How to revive the newspaper?
No.
The revival of the newspaper is going to take time. You can't say that the newspaper has been abandoned. The whole object of acquiring this company and rehabilitating and resurrecting this company is to be able to fulfill the dreams of the founders of the Congress.
New argument, Subramanian Swamy, the new argument is, how can you prove that Rahul Gandhi does not intend to, at a later stage, revive National Herald? You have a piece of paper to prove that?
Well, they have to, it's not there in these stated objectives. Please read Young Indians' stated objectives. There is no mention of newspaper at all, and there is therefore no way they can produce and go outside those objectives.
So, yes,
that's what Section 25 says.
Yes, Siddharth.
That is not part of the allegation.
I don't think we are here to discuss on presumptions that Rahul Gandhi would like to do such and such thing. I think that it's an open and a shut case where a political party who's not allowed to loan out money for commercial purposes needs to be questioned by the Election Commission, and then there is an Income Tax Act, which is a violation that they have got an exemption and they use it for commercial purposes. I don't think there is much of a question to be asked.
The argument of the Income Tax Act.
Now it is on the so moto basis.
We are also
questioning them. And the Congress party, Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi should be subjected to inquiry and investigation.
Yes, two things I would like to say. I also read that the disclosure of holding these shares was not made by Mr. Rahul Gandhi when he filed his nomination. So that itself, if it is true, is a serious violation of a Supreme Court direction that all affidavits would state the assets and the liabilities held.
KTS Tulsi is rebutting you. I'll allow KTS Tulsi in. Yeah,
I'm talking about Young Indian. I'm not talking about the acquisition. I'm talking about the shares that have been held by him in Young Indian.
Yeah, Mr. Tulsi.
And secondly,
Mr. Tulsi.
Yes.
That happened in 2012. The loan by AICC is given on 26 February 2011.
I'm talking about the company and the shareholding that
before he contests. You are mixing up back off and Young Indian. So far as Young Indian is concerned, the loan was itself given in February.
Young Indian shares are being held by Ms. Sonia Gandhi and Mr. Rahul Gandhi. They should have disclosed those shares if they were held prior to the election. This is my point.
when
And
they were
secondly,
not held,
also,
they are not held prior to the election. They have been transferred only in 2012. They were not held.
May I correct the position?
Yes, Siddharth. Siddharth, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Yes, Subramanian Swamy. Yes.
Yeah. What Mr. Gaurav must have was meaning actually is that Mr. Rahul Gandhi owned 3 lakh shares in Associated Journals, and I downloaded it from the website, where Rahul Gandhi's name was put in ink by somebody who obviously was authorized to do it. And that is confirmed by the fact that in 2011, of that 3 lakhs, he transfers 2,62,000 to Priyanka Gandhi. That is what is there in 2011. But in 2008, he was a shareholder,
that is with regard to
not only of backups, which I am not bringing in now, but also of Associated Journals, which he did not declare in his 2009 affidavit.
So KTS